Unfortunately, Megan is sleeping, so I'm gonna try and be quiet. Drinking my coffee. I'm gonna do a little free write, and we're gonna make so much progress on the dissertation this weekend. It's gonna be miraculous. Okay, it is 6:51. I have been out of bed for under an hour, and I wrote 330 words. It's great to be up before the world wakes up, if I can manage it like I did today. I'm gonna take a little break to start some breakfast. I think I'm gonna get an egg boiling and continue writing. Okay, it's 8:35. I feel like my eyes are closing. I'm getting really sleepy. But I made a lot of good progress. I think I'm gonna say that this was like writing stint number 1 for the day. I don't really know if I have a goal of how many I want to get done, at least 2, but I also don't want to burn myself out because I know I want to work tomorrow and obviously all of next week and into the foreseeable future. But what I'm working on right now is a lot of like what we call signposting or meta commentary that just explains what you're about to do. So it tells the reader sort of how to read your writing, which is simultaneously like easy to write but really hard to write. I feel like it's easy to write because it doesn't involve like deep analytical thinking, but it's hard to write because the writing needs to be very clear and precise. So what I focused on just now is basically trying to find a succinct definition of rhetorical analysis or rhetorical criticism that aligns with the way that I'm going to analyze my case studies of some vlogs. And I think I'm going to combine a couple people's definition. My advisor told me that he doesn't even think I need to like cite what rhetorical analysis is, that I can just jump into it and do it, but I don't know. As I'm working through it, I'm like, I feel like I need to cite this as a sort of like methodology in a way, specifically because I want to focus on like feminist rhetorical inquiry or feminist rhetorical criticism. So I have a couple articles and I've been working on putting them into Unriddle AI to help me summarize them and to pull out similarities, and it's been really great for that. So I'm currently working on like a working definition of that to go into my dissertation, and I feel like I really need to nail down this methodology before I can get into writing up the actual analysis of these case studies. I obviously have a lot of thoughts and some rough drafts, but I need to fully understand these key tenets of this methodology. Like, I know I do, I just need to make them very explicit so everything feels clear and seamless when I'm writing. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna lay in bed and I honestly might fall back asleep, and that's okay. I'm gonna read my book for fun for a little bit. So I want to take a minute to talk about the sponsor of this portion of the video, which is Unriddle AI, and how I'm using it to write my dissertation. So Unriddle AI allows you to upload files, it scans them as PDFs, and then using this chat feature, you can interact with the document and ask specific questions. So I'm starting off by asking, how does this article define rhetorical criticism?
hit enter, and it gives me a really succinct and accurate summary. And then I want some more details. What does it say specifically about rhetorical criticism in new media? Because that's in the title of the article. Again, another succinct and accurate summary. So then it's time to move on to the other article after I've asked it about rhetorical criticism. I really want to know how it's talking about it as a methodology. And I could hit Command F and search methodology, but this is more detailed and it uses similar words to method and methodology and gives me a more accurate depiction here. Then I move on to the final article, and instead of asking how it's defining rhetorical criticism, I use the language of the article, which is how does it define rhetorical inquiry, and this helps give it a really accurate summary and helps me see it in new ways as well, which is really helpful for my writing. And after I have asked all the questions of these documents, it's time to get to writing, which is where I think Unriddle AI really shines. So I start off creating a document just called Rhetorical Criticism as Methodology, and I start by writing the sentence, and I hit Shift++ and allow Unriddle AI to finish my thoughts for me based on the articles that I've imported. It finishes this paragraph for me by sort of giving an overview of rhetorical criticism according to these three authors. I could also go in and highlight and click any section of what it's written and ask for a reference, and it'll point to the part of the text where it's getting this information from, which is really great for double checking, fact checking, ensuring that everything is accurate. Then after I've defined rhetorical criticism, I want to talk a little bit more about it from a feminist lens in particular. So I start writing this section, again, hit Shift++ to answer it for me. After it has given me this blurb here, there are some things that I need to change just a little bit to make it more in line with my dissertation specifically. So based on these three articles, it's talking about rhetorical criticism in general. So I go in, instead of talking about communication practices, I change it to vlogs. Instead of experiences, I add a few details here and experiences and unpacks how we're using them to develop these types of hyper-awareness. And this really speeds up my writing process, helps my thinking, helps my learning, and helps writing in general feel so much more manageable. So thank you to Unriddle AI for sponsoring this portion of the video, and don't forget to use the link in my description box to check it out for yourself.
I needed that. Waking up for the second time today. 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go downstairs and drink more coffee. Okay, quickly made my bed so I won't be tempted to get back in it like I just did. Got these new green pillows. I don't love how they look with the color of the wall, but I really like them with the white. They feel a lot more springy than these like brown ones that I've had for a while. I was gonna get dressed, but I clearly really need to do laundry, so I'm gonna throw that in the wash while I drink some coffee and get some more thinking done. Breakfast number 2 is gonna be some pancakes. Not even like the protein ones, just these Kroger buttermilk ones that I'm really craving. Had to take a momentary pause to order some stuff from the Sephora sale. But I had 2 things in my cart. The Day Fairy or whatever it's called, dry shampoo that's like not an aerosol can, because they use a lot of dry shampoo and people say that this one's like incredible. It was $30, but I was like, it's gonna be worth it. And I really wanted to try the Hourglass Concealing Brush, because right now I apply my concealer with like a beauty blender and I feel like it gets like, you can like see it, like it's not blended smoothly. And the brush was like over $40 or something. It was nuts. And I see that it says like only a few left, and I'm like desperately trying to figure out my sister's password. She's not answering her text. And then when I finally get it, the brush is sold out. But probably not meant to be. I probably didn't need to spend that much on a freaking brush, so I found like a $5 dupe on Amazon. So, but I did still get the dry shampoo. Anyway, gonna lock in. It's 1:33 and I wrote 1,526 words today. That might be like a new record ever for the dis, and maybe like ever in general. And coursework days and undergrad days were kind of wild, but I haven't like read back through it all, but like it wasn't even like free writing or anything. It was like actual writing that is usable for the dissertation. I will not call it good writing because I don't think any of the writing for the dis is good, but usable writing. And I feel so happy. Maybe the secret is getting up early, crazy early. I don't know, but I feel really, really good. what I was working on was, like I mentioned, a lot of that meta commentary. So I really just spent some time fully articulating my methodology of rhetorical analysis, drawing a lot on these feminist methods of inquiry, specifically an article from Kirsch and Royster, which says that based on their observations in the field of excellent feminist work, there's 3 strategies that are being involved, as well as like this general ethics of care. And I spent some time explaining what that means to me, to have what they call like an ethos of care and respectfulness or something like that, when rhetorically analyzing others, human subjects, especially human subjects that in my case are very much still alive and very much real people. To go into detail for those of you who are interested, I also can't believe I'm still in pajamas, I really need to shower. Those 3 strategies. So critical imagination, where you operate between, above, around, and beyond this evidence to speculate methodically about probabilities, what might likely be true based on what they have on hand, end quote. And this is when you are thinking with this person, not going against what they're saying. Strategic contemplation, and this involves just like deep meditative thinking on your own embodiment in relation to the embodied realities of the person you are analyzing and the material that you're analyzing. So I'm gonna have some interesting stuff about like my own relationship with vlogging and how I have like this intimate understanding of like the emotional labor and the vulnerability involved in it and just like the risk. And then the last one is social circulation, where you're analyzing the context and how it's not necessarily like a binary private public divide, but how are these people operating socially? What communities are they existing in? And this is where I am bringing in like comments and also Reddit threads to say like these are social figures with like social lives. And I feel happy. I had read that article before, but it was one of those ones that was in the back of my mind, and I was like, I know this will be useful, and like, ding, this is where I put it in. So I feel really good about that. I have quite a bit of analysis of my first case study done, and I just have to do a little more explanation of that, and then I can get into my 3 other case studies. I have not fully landed on which 2 vloggers I want to analyze for my other 2, but I really need to decide that soon. And I'm hoping that the analysis comes out quickly and easily, and I imagine that that will be easy to write. I haven't felt this good about the diss in a long time, but I needed this momentum because this summer we're grinding. We are finishing the entire dissertation by August, manifesting. Okay, it is 2:20. I'm pretty hungry. I'm gonna eat some of this leftover Zip pizza for lunch. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is clearly hair wash day. Things are looking wild up here, but I didn't vlog yesterday. I brought my camera and I said I was going to. I went to a plant nursery with a friend Joanna and my boyfriend Zach, and our mission was to like zhuzh up Zach's front yard because he has a house here. Purr! Did you miss me? So needy. And we really just were like working the entire day, but it came out looking really good. I got like 2 clips.
You want to be in it, Zach? Wait, let me get the trunk too. A hanging basket and all purple and yellow color scheme, but this little one is mine. Wait, did you buy my gloves too? No. To help him do his mulch.
But I am planning on having another writing day today. I'm going to make some breakfast, drink some more cold brew, and hopefully get after some more stuff today. Okay, quite a bit later now. I tried to embrace my natural hair. Just put some like air dry stuff in it and went through it with like the diffuser. I do not do this much, but I just want to see what it looks like, especially like tomorrow once it like fully dries and everything. I feel like it could be cute for like a little messy updo. and a lot less work than my normal routine, which is like going through with a sharp flux style, which is quick and easy, but still takes like at least half an hour. So it's already well into the afternoon, like 1 o'clock right now, and I'm not feeling motivated. I really wish that I was, but I'm not. So I'm contemplating going to a coffee shop because sometimes that gets me a little more motivated. But it's Sunday, so I think it's gonna be a little busy. It's almost finals week, so I don't know if I want to fight all that. I don't know. It's feeling like it's nap time. I didn't get quite as much work done today as I wanted to, so I think I'm gonna have to have another little shift either before dinner or after dinner. But Megan and I went for some smoothie bowls at this new place. It's a chain called Everbowl, but it was really good. Their bases, they have like the normal acai and like bases and stuff like that, but the ones that I got were like chocolate and vanilla, and they're non-dairy, but they tasted like ice cream. The bowl was almost like too sweet that I was like, oh, I can't finish this, but it was really good. I would definitely go back. And Megan did like a build your own bowl. Then I did my little Target pickup order. Just had to get like more bread and cat litter, and cat scratching posts were on sale. So I got some of those. So I'm gonna read my book and probably take a little nap. I just started this. I'm only like 20 pages into it. I have a whole stack of books from the library though that there's no way I can get through before they're all due. So if I'm not loving this one by page like 50, I probably won't continue. Purr, you wanna read with me? Good morning, Purr. Hello. She loves the sunshine, and I get it. I want to say I get it, girly. There was a time, like a span of one night, when I really wanted to name Pirelli Girly. The first time we found her. I think I was vlogging that night, so if you know, you know. I really wanted to name her Girly, or we were also thinking about Maxine, or I really liked Stella. But Girly, what a name. Megan just reminded me of that the other day. Anyway, I know for like 25 minutes. It was a good little way to like reset myself. I think my body has like associated reading with sleep, which like isn't a bad thing because I feel really relaxed when I like read and fall asleep instead of watching like TikTok and falling asleep or something. But now I can't read for more than like 10 minutes without my eyes just closing. The book is cute. I think I'm gonna keep reading it. And I also think that I might be kind of wild and try and brave Aldi. I was gonna get a bunch of stuff from Kroger on Friday night, but we noticed that we're having an issue with our fridge. It's sort of leaking, and our maintenance here has like a reputation of being really speedy and coming right away, but after they come to fix something, it ends up breaking, and then they have to come again, and they end up just like replacing the whole thing. So we got like a new part to an air conditioning unit, but we were like, or like to our hot water unit, but we were out of hot water for a weekend. We got a new dryer, but we were out of a dryer for a minute there. So I don't want to buy a whole bunch of food and have it like go to waste in the fridge. So I think I'm just gonna get some like cheap things at Aldi, but I'm expecting it to be a little bit busy on a Sunday night. I really just want stuff for like for like lunch boxes and stuff. Time for a quick little Aldi haul. If I would have known I was gonna go to Aldi, I wouldn't have gotten this wheat bread at Target, but we were like running out of bread, so got bread at Target. Some single red pepper hummus containers. These are really great for our little lunch boxes that we make. This roasted chili and pepper jack cauliflower dip is just so good. We had it at our neighbor's house one night and we were like, oh my god, we're not even hungry, but we're gonna eat like this entire thing. So delish. Raspberries don't look great, but we have no fruit in our fridge right now, and I have some yogurt that I want to eat in the mornings and stuff, so got these. They're cheap. A salad kit to go with dinner tonight. We're making a little gnocchi pasta. Frozen broccoli. This goes in everything. A pack of limes, because they were super cheap, and limes last forever, and it's getting warm out, so I'm getting back into my mocktail era. And then just the mini Sprites. Megan and I drink Sprite a lot when we like are nauseous or have a headache or both, and that is quite often for us, especially she's in her vertigo era right now, which we hate. She wants to go outside, but it's way too hot for that. Too hot. It's like beautiful. It's like 78, but I'm not about to sit there with her. Last time you went outside, you ate grass and you threw up twice. I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, it is 6:02. Just potted some new plants. They're very cute on my little table, and I think I'll be able to keep these alive because they seem really low maintenance. They're just cute little flowers. And I thought that I would have another like dissertation stint in me, but I don't. It was a long week. My parents were in town for my award ceremony for a teaching award that I won. So I just need to let it be what it is. I think my time will be better spent doing like a Sunday night prep for the week so I can start making progress and hit the ground running once the new week starts. So that being said, I'm gonna do a little kitchen cleanup, need to fold my laundry, get that put away, and prep some lunch boxes for the week.
Here's dinner: Caesar salad from Aldi, some garlic bread, and then this really easy pasta where you literally just dump a package of gnocchi, cherry tomatoes. It's supposed to be 2 pints of cherry tomatoes, but one of them was moldy, rip Kroger. And then some mozzarella cheese that's like marinated in this stuff. This stuff is also so expensive, so this is our like luxurious meal, but I was craving it. It is 8:51. Somehow the day just really got away from me. Need to fold this laundry though before I go to bed and clean this up so I can wake up feeling refreshed for a new week. Just after 10 o'clock, all the clothes are put away, my room is clean. Watched the part 2 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, and even have my outfit picked out for tomorrow. I thrifted this and I've like washed it since, but I haven't worn it since. It's a really good quality top. I looked at this website and it like sells for like 70 bucks. But I think that it might be a little short. Obviously I'm not gonna wear a crop top to teach it, but these pants are pretty high-waisted, so that's like a maybe. But it's very springy. It's gonna be like 80 degrees tomorrow. These new sandals I got from TJ Maxx. Okay, just washed my face, put on this pimple patch. All I had was like a giant one, and gonna go to bed for the night. I hope you enjoyed these. They were supposed to be productive a few days of my life. Productivity takes different forms. Sometimes it looks like writing 1,500 words for a dissertation. Sometimes it looks like taking a nap and doing things to set you up for a good week the next day. That's all that I have for you in this blog. Don't forget to check out Unriddle AI, link in my description box, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog, which I will start bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye!